Monday, September 15th, 2025, started like any other day at Delta State University in Cleveland, Mississippi. The morning sun shined on a campus slowly coming alive with students and staff getting ready for their routines. The mood was calm and hopeful, as if nothing was different from previous days. But behind that calm, no one suspected that day would turn into one of the darkest days in the university's history. That order broke when, near the pickleball courts, the body of 21-year-old student Treyreed was found hanging from a tree. This discovery happened in the morning, just as most students were starting their day. The peaceful atmosphere quickly changed to one of panic and disbelief. The news spread fast, covering the campus in sadness and stopping all activities. Students and teachers asked each other questions, trying to understand what really happened. Many couldn't believe it, hoping it was just a misunderstanding or a false rumor. University police quickly secured the area, starting an immediate investigation. They taped off the scene, making sure no one got close, and began gathering evidence and talking to witnesses nearby. Students and faculty, shocked by the tragedy, gathered in disbelief and sadness. They comforted each other, trying to make sense of the tragedy that had just happened. Questions spun in everyone's minds. Who was Trey? What really happened? Was this an accident, or was there something bigger behind it? Worries also came up. Was anyone else in danger? Was this a sign of a bigger threat on campus? Fear and worry began to cover every corner of the university. The campus, which was supposed to be celebrating its 100th year with joy, suddenly came together in grief and uncertainty. All the celebrations and big plans seemed to stop, replaced by quietness and a deep sense of loss. The promise of that day was replaced by a deep feeling of loss. Among the flowers and candles placed in tribute, the entire campus community reflected, looking for meaning behind the tragedy that hit them. That day, Delta State University didn't just lose a student, but also the feeling of safety and togetherness they had always had. After the incident, Delta State University Police Chief Michael Peeler spoke to the community. He said that based on early evidence, there was no sign of foul play in Treyreed's death. The investigation was still going on, with the medical examiner's report still pending. Authorities asked for patience, saying that all findings would be looked at very carefully. Police told students that there was no active threat to campus safety. Rumors and guesses spread online, but officials stressed the importance of facts. The first report brought a little bit of comfort, but sadness and confusion remained. The search for answers had just begun. The Bolivar County Coroner's Office shared some really important details to clear up all the rumors going around. Coroner Randolph Seals, Jr. confirmed that there was no sign of a struggle or violence on Trey's body. There were no cuts, no broken bones, and no defensive wounds. Deputy Coroner Murray Rourke said again that the evidence points to a self-inflicted act, even though they're still investigating. These statements helped to stop all the talk online and focused on the real facts. The coroner's findings didn't take away the pain, but they did bring some clarity in a confusing time. Everyone is waiting for the medical examiner's final report to get some closure. Treyreed's death sent shockwaves through the tight-knit Delta State campus. Students gathered in disbelief, their usual energy replaced by grief and worry. The university canceled classes and a big anniversary event, recognizing everyone needed time to mourn together. The tragedy made everyone face how fragile life can be and the harsh reality of loss. Even with reassurances, the unanswered questions kept many people on edge. The campus came together in sadness, but also felt uneasy because of the mystery. Grief and uncertainty lingered in every corner of Delta State. For Black students, Trey's death hit even harder. It wasn't just losing a friend or classmate, it brought back old fears they'd tried to bury. Many of them grew up hearing stories of unfairness and violence against their community. Now, this tragedy felt too close to home, like that dark history was haunting them again in a place that should have been safe. The image of a young Black man found hanging from a tree brought up a history of violence and racial trauma. For many, this wasn't just a sad event. It was a symbol of old wounds that hadn't healed. Every detail of the case reminded them of a painful past and made them question safety and fairness on campus. Student Stacy Hoskins shared her fear. Because I'm a Black student, hearing that happen to another Black student, it really made me feel unsafe. Her voice spoke for many other students who now wondered if they were truly welcome and protected in this school environment. That fear was real, and you could feel it everywhere on campus. Rumors about a racially motivated attack spread quickly, making the anxiety worse. Social media was full of guesses, and every new message added to the tension. Students warned each other to be careful, and the mood on campus became very watchful. This uncertainty made many feel alone and scared. The university faced a double challenge: supporting grieving students and dealing with the specific fears of its Black community. They had to create safe spaces for mourning, while also building trust that the campus truly cared and was ready to protect all its students. Reassurance needed more than just facts. It called for understanding and acknowledging history. The university had to listen to student voices, understand the social and emotional things they were going through, and take real steps to create a true sense of safety. The tragedy showed how fragile the feeling of safety was for some students. Behind the grand campus buildings, there was unseen fear and worry. This event was a reminder that safety isn't just about being physically safe, but also about feeling accepted, valued, and heard in the place where they learn and grow. Treyreed's family, heartbroken by his loss, demanded a full and open investigation. His cousin urged the public, "Do your own research. Don't let them sweep anything under the rug. Enough is enough." The family's cry wasn't just for answers, but for accountability and justice. They insisted every possibility be looked into and every piece of evidence checked. Their plea showed a bigger distrust and a strong will to make sure Trey's story wasn't forgotten. The family wanted open talks and to be kept in the loop every step of the way. Their sadness turned into a powerful demand for the truth. Delta state leaders quickly responded, showing sadness and working together. President Dan Ennis told everyone that help was there for them. They set up counseling and prayer times, giving people a place to heal and think. Classes and events were canceled, putting people's feelings first, not just daily tasks. The university police kept everyone updated to stop rumors and keep trust. The school's actions were meant to bring people together and show care during a tough time. The message was clear: no one would go through this sad event alone. The investigation grew into a big team effort, with many different groups working together to be super clear about everything. The Delta State University Police asked for help from the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation, the Cleveland Police, and the Bolivar County Sheriff's Office. This teamwork brought together smart people and tools from the local area, the county, and the whole state. Having the MBI involved meant there was an outside eye watching, which helped people trust what was happening. The special team worked hard to make sure every clue was checked and nothing was missed. This way of working together showed they were serious about doing a full and fair investigation. Trey's family and the community could feel confident that finding answers was the most important thing. As the investigation keeps going, Treyreed's family sits together. They're leaning on each other and remembering the young man who meant so much to them. The house is quiet, filled with tears, but also with the warmth of the beautiful memories they shared with Trey. Every photo, every story they tell, reminds them of Trey's special presence. They called him their quiet little light, gentle, sweet, and kind. Trey always brought peace to the family. His smile could brighten any mood, and his kindness touched everyone who knew him. He was always there when needed, without asking for anything in return. Trey is remembered for his kindness and willingness to help others. He was often seen helping neighbors, volunteering in the community, and never hesitated to lend a hand to anyone who needed it. His caring attitude inspired many people around him. The family's words bring his story back from tragedy, focusing on his life and spirit. They want the world to know Trey not just from what happened to him, but from the values and love he spread throughout his life. Every story shared is a reminder of Trey's never-ending zest for life. They ask for continued prayers, seeking comfort and strength from the community. The support from friends, neighbors, and people who knew Trey has been a source of strength for the family. Together, they find hope to get through this tough time. Their tributes make sure Trey will be remembered for who he was, not just how he died. Every honor, every flower, and every candle lit is a symbol of lasting love for Trey. The family wants Trey's legacy of kindness to live on and inspire many people. As the investigation continues, their hope is for clarity and justice. They believe that the truth will come out, and justice will be served for Trey. This process is hard, but the family holds on to hope and faith. Above all, they honor the light Trey brought into their lives. Even though this loss is so heavy, the family chooses to celebrate Trey's life, keep his memory alive, and continue to spread kindness just as he always did.